All right, so welcome back to Icons. And just before we go to the other advocacies that Kagawad Marlene is doing, pursuing, I'd like one of the Kasambahays who are with us in the studio tonight to talk about her personal experience and her feelings. So this is Lavsky.
Lavsky,
Lavsky. All right, Lavsky. Tell us about yun.
Um, Una sa lahat po, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Um, Ako po ay isang estudyante ng ALS, president ng aming estudyante. Masasabi ko po, nagpapasalamat ako at proud ako na isa ako sa nabigyan ng proyekto ni Kagawad na makapag-aral ulit at mabigyan ng pagkakataon na mabigyan ng dagdag na edukasyon.
Oo. Pero anong grade ka natapos?
Natapos po ako first year po.
First year high school.
Opo. Tapos
Okay.
pumasok ako ng kasambahay at hindi na bumalik ulit sa pag-aaral.
Okay.
So ngayon, mayroon akong dalawang alaga. Nung nagsimula ako nag-aral doon, dala-dala ko yung alaga ko. Kahit papano, nakafocus naman ako sa lesson namin dahil mabait naman yung alaga ko.
Oo.
At saka marami naman tumitingin at nagbabantay po.
Okay. At yung mga ibang kasamahan mo rin, ano yung kanilang na experience pare-pareho ba kayong gustong-gustong makatapos mag-aral at makatapos rin? Raquel?
Malaking pasalamat din po kasi ah, hindi ko po masabi, ma'am. Nagpapasalamat lang po talaga ako kasi marami pong natulong si Ma'am Marlene sa mga kasambahay. Sana po ipagpatuloy niya po.
Oo. So, I think that it's already a mandate, no?
Yes. Ordinance na siya.
Yeah. Okay, so salamat sa sharing ninyo. At the same time, meron ka rin na naman yung
Solo
solo
magulang. Yes.
Kasi marami sa mga kasambahay rin natin na naiiwan yung kanilang
Yes.
pamilya.
Yes.
Parang OFW,
Yes,
yun nga, no?
exactly. Yes,
Pero
yes.
sa probinsya, naiiwan yung kanilang
Yes,
mga
yes.
anak at saka yung pamilya nila.
Yes.
Oo.
In fact, we found out that after doing some surveys, they fill out some forms that a lot of them have their children in the province because they cannot leave their kids here in the
Yeah,
city
yeah,
because it's
no.
expensive,
Yeah,
and then their employers will not
Yeah.
allow them
Oo.
to have their kids here. So the kids are left with their
So,
grandparents.
what is this advocacy of yours, the SOMA as you call
Yes,
it?
solo magulang, actually, we've already registered it with the Securities and Exchange Commission, and we've already started programs in order to help out the kasambahays who are solo parents.
Okay,
So in
and-
what way do we help out?
Yes.
We coordinate with the DSWD Central Office and the regional offices because technically, if their kids live in the provinces, okay, it is the people taking care of their kids in the provinces who are the solo parents. Because solo parents doesn't only mean parents, but any person who is taking care of minor children.
Yeah, alone.
Yes, alone,
Oo.
yes. So we coordinate with the DSWD regional office. Thank you to Ms. Wena Diamante of the Central
Oh, here it
Office.
is. You have the SOMA ng
Yes,
Sando.
yes.
Okay.
And I wrote the regional directors to be able to facilitate processing of papers of the families of kasambahays in their provinces. And they have responded positively.
Okay.
And DSWD Central Office is very, very helpful with that. And other ways also is that kasambahays, it's also a way of gathering them together and finding support because
yes. And sharing.
being a solo parent
Oo.
is not an easy job,
Yes,
especially since if your finances are very limited, you know, all that pressure of of thinking of whether your children are doing well, nagloloko ba sila,
Oo, yeah.
are the grandparents strict enough, or ini-spoil, or
Yeah.
kilala pa ba ako pag
Or too much on the internet.
too much
or
internet, yung
whatever,
talagang
no?
ang hirap
Ano yung
ng
mga
supervision.
problema ng mga kabataan
Yes,
ngayon.
yes, long
ano?
distance
Oo.
supervision. Plus, of course, your work as a kasambahay. So, it's also a way of gathering, having a support group for them.
Yes, oo.
Having a support group. So, we organize like mga fellowship, mga lecture, mga talk.
Yes.
We invite family psychologists.
Oo. With relevant lectures and
yes, and we
issues.
also have some livelihood programs. In fact, the Department of Labor and Employment gave a grant of 50,000 for the
Wow.
income generating activity because we have a bazaar we started last year.
Okay.
The Soma
And they have
Bazaar.
products that they will
Yes,
also,
yes,
ano?
yes. And-
Wonderful.
yes, and then
Okay.
we're having one again in May 2016.
Oo nga, I was
Yeah.
supposed to join.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Marlene, I think one program in Icons is not enough. Sa dami ng advokasya mo. And I would like to you take up even briefly the other advocacies that you have, and that is also
Tiboli School.
the Tiboli School. Imagine, hindi na to sa Makati, hindi na ito
Probinsya
sa
na po.
hindi na to sa Luzon, no? Ito na dun sa ano sa
In South Cotabato. Lake Cebu.
Cebu, right?
Yes, yes.
In South Cotabato.
Cotabato, right.
Okay, we also have some pictures that we could share, and I know that we tackled this briefly, but
Yes.
again, this was 2-3 years ago. And how has it gone so far? You have had so many volunteers, dumami pa siguro.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And you've been providing not just the schoolhouse, but also
The teacher
the
salaries.
teacher's salary.
Yes.
Can we have the pictures of the
Yes.
Tiboli, please?
In fact, I'm going there this Saturday.
Yes.
And it's also to check because my husband was able to get funding from a French NGO,
Wow.
Terre Pluriel, yes.
Oh.
And I'd like to acknowledge them because they are giving funds for teacher salaries, for some repairs. There's increasing enrollment, but there are a lot of challenges also in terms of land. Because now the
Oh.
school, it's unfortunate that the former owner now wants the land back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so we have to find another place for the school and all that.
Oo, pero
But for sure it
malilipat
will-
naman yun eh.
Yes,
Malilipat
yes,
yung
definitely.
ano,
So that's just a bump in the road.
yeah, yeah.
That's just a
okay.
bump in the road, but that's what I'm going to do. And another thing that I do there is to visit the weavers.
Oh, ito yung mga
Yes, yes,
oh,
the weavers and the beaders and the
yeah.
artisans.
Oh, wonderful. Look, oh, ang
Because
dami nilang
yeah,
ganon.
yeah, yeah.
Oo.
And it's very good to know that some place in the Philippines they're still proud of their cultural heritage.
Yes. I remember there's a teacher who studied here in Manila, graduated, but went back to her community.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oo.
Ideally, that's the best.
Oo.
Yes, yes.
And she's still there, and she's still
Yes,
teaching.
yes,
okay.
right. And so I also actually, in December, there are barangay bags, and I also bring Barangay San Lorenzo bags for the students. So it's all also interconnected.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because this is like South Cotabato, and
Yes.
then, I mean, you really didn't have to do that, but what made you
Oh.
do this as part of your social responsibility, as part of your good heart? I don't know. Tell our viewers.
Actually, it started 10 years ago when I saw at the Cultural Center of the Philippines, there was an assembly of indigenous peoples, assembly at the CCP. And I was going there for something else, and I said, oh my God, I said, I'm not going to leave this place without talking to anyone. So I happened to see someone in Tiboli traditional attire, and I approached her and we started talking, and I learned she was from the Tiboli school. And the next thing I knew, I was flying to
Really?
Lake Cebu the next month with some friends, some foreign friends. And then I learned that they needed salary, sponsorships. So my very, very helpful and generous friends from Ateneo de Manila College friends, they really help a lot. So we were able to give them like their salaries. And then the American Women's Club
Oh,
for
okay.
their lunch program. And so many other people started to help. So it's good. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
wonderful.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because these are Ito yung mga tunay na Pilipino natin.
Yes.
Di ba? It's more ancient pa than when we were
Right.
colonized. Di ba?
Yeah, but the sad thing about it is the cliche poorest among the poor are the indigenous groups. The most marginalized are the indigenous peoples.
Are they considered lumad also?
Yes.
They are, no?
Yes,
Because
yes. They're from
lumad is
Mindanao,
the
Mindanao
IPs, yeah,
and
the-
non-Islamized.
yeah.
Yes. If
Ah,
I'm not
and non.
mistaken.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes.
And you go there also, no? Teacher
Sama nga
Iman?
po siya.
I know. He has
Hindi
never
ka
been
pa.
there.
Ah,
Iba,
okay.
iba.
Yung
It's
mga ibang
beautiful.
programa.
It's
Okay.
beautiful there. Unfortunately, people think that, ay, naku, Mindanao, nakakatakot. But
Hindi.
it's not. It's a breathtakingly beautiful place. And I'm looking forward to riding the motorcycle without a helmet.
O sige, magvo-volunteer rin kami ng anak ko, si Ana. Because she loves to travel.
Yes.
She loves to see places. And at the same time, probably also as an outreach program,
Yes,
no?
yes. And the weavers, they really need a lot of help.
How is that?
Yes, because the tinalak weavers, it takes a long, long time for them to finish 1 meter. Okay, and then
Kaya siya, ano rin, hindi barato, it doesn't
no,
come.
Actually, if you know the process of tinalak weaving from A to Z, and if you look at the price, it's very cheap because there's so much. It's so labor intensive,
Okay.
and it takes a special skill.
We have those
to do
pictures
that.
of the weavers
Yes.
too, yeah. Special
Yes.
skill, yeah.
Special
But
skill.
it's passed down to the generations o hindi na rin.
Nako, nawawala na.
Yun na rin ang problema namin
sa
Ilocos
yes,
eh.
Yes,
Maganda
Abel,
rin yung
Abel.
ano,
The Abel, we have that
Maganda rin po
problem
yung ganong
also.
proyekto. Kasi
Yes.
kahit po ngayon sa mga documentary na napapanood natin, kahit yung kanyang kultura nawawala na.
Yes, yes.
Kailangan i-enhance pa natin, i-nurture pa natin.
But they're so fortunate, this Tibuli tribe that you're taking care of,
Yes.
that they're very fortunate because the other tribes also, I don't think they get that opportunity to continue, teaching their own
Yes, yes.
values or way of life,
yes,
no?
Yes, their knowledge, traditional knowledge and skills. In
Is
fact,
that your next outreach program? Other tribes naman, Marlene?
you have to establish good relations. You have to establish like a
The
a
trust
relation
also.
of trust.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so important.
Yes.
And it's going to go on for sure, but there's a lot of challenges. If only the government would
Yes.
help some more.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I said, the government
Yeah.
is not able to solve everything, no matter what
Yes.
good intentions.
Yes.
So the NGOs and people
Yes.
like you, Kagawad Marlene, and also Teacher Iman, this goes hand in hand,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
And like if we want to change society, we have to change ourselves first.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's all the battle cry of Miriam Santiago. No, but really, it's true. It's so simple, but at the same time,
Yes.
it's so true. We have to change ourselves. Hindi lang criticize tayo dito,
Yeah, yes,
criticize that.
definitely.
Eh,
Yes,
yeah,
definitely,
so
yes.
Really,
Yes.
we have to,
Yes.
and like again, how you do it, how you do all of these advocacies, love of mankind.
I
and,
know how I do it because I like what I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
you have that
Yeah,
passion.
because,
okay.
yeah. Because I wouldn't be at my age,
Oo,
di ba?
oo.
Dapat
Dapat
may
sitting
time
pretty
po.
ka na lang.
I'm
Oo.
not going to do something that I don't enjoy doing.
Oo.
Diba? So for me, there's a lot of people ask me, oh, how do you do it? You're so busy. And all that. But I
Oo.
like it. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay,
So
so we've taken the Kasambahay owls. Okay, then you also have that entablado, the
Theater.
teatro entablado, and then you have the also newly established advocacy of that solo magulang.
Yes, yes.
Right. And then you have also that outreach program to the Bilibid.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. In fact, what we do is what I do is like to send circulars in Barangay San Lorenzo to ask for donations of toiletries and all, things that we take for granted.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
the first time I went there, to be very honest, I was afraid kasi prison, di ba?
Oo.
And then when I met them, it completely changed my mind, my image of what an inmate is, because when you listen to their story, their life story,
Yes.
I mean, of course, they committed crimes, right? But there's so much that happened during their childhood,
Yes,
kulang ng
oo.
parental supervision.
Yes, lahat. Oo.
Kaya, it's also not their fault. And it's very touching how they are so positive. I mean, I don't know how I would cope with being in prison, di ba? Like, sila, they're so positive. There's so much positive energy. They're very talented. They're so warm.
But again, they need support.
Yeah.
Because even if they're talented,
Yes.
but if they're not
Yes,
given
yes.
let's say the skills, no,
Yes.
to develop them
Yes.
or to use them, their
Yes.
talents, wala rin. So ayan na
Yes.
naman ang
Right.
kailangan ng support from the outside.
Right. In
Yeah.
fact, sometimes, not sometimes, you don't have to bring anything to them. The fact that you take the time to visit them, that's already something.
I have a friend who, what they do is the feeding program,
Yes.
especially for the patients
Yes.
in the hospital.
Yes,
So they're
yes.
malnourished, they don't
Yes.
have vitamin A,
Yes,
and you know, the sunlight, which we take for granted. Then what they do is they bring milk. So again, they get donations. You know,
Yes.
it just comes,
Yes.
flows in, and that's what they feed these patients
Yes, yes.
in the hospital ward. Yeah.
In fact, when I had a call for donations, you know, the barangay San Lorenzo residents, they came pouring in, and then we had a big group, and I'd like to thank the residents for having donated. Even my Ateneo friends. And then one time I brought Ana Valdez Lim of Assumption College from the Performing Arts
Yes.
Division, the
Yeah.
META. And I brought her there, and she was touched by with seeing them perform. And then siguro after she talked to Sister Ana, Carmela Pesonco of Assumption, and Sister Ana said, you have to do outreach there.
Oh.
And so once a week since that time, for about more than 1 year already, Ana Valdez Lim and the team of Assumption Meta, they go every week
Okay.
to teach
To teach.
theater,
Yeah, different,
theater
ano.
techniques
Okay.
to the Performing Arts College Guild.
Yes, and then they have this program at
Yes,
the
yes.
end of the course, no?
Have you been there?
No, well,
Ah,
long time ago.
ah.
Long time ago when I was also a student. And yeah, I think that if we could.
I have to bring you there.
Yeah, I'll go with you with pleasure. Yeah, and I think, you know, it takes a caring heart like yours, no, to be able to think about these things, how to reach out to our less fortunate brothers, to the marginalized, you know.
Yes.
And I'm really so happy that I have people like you on board to share it with our viewers. And this is what I love about this job of mine, about this program, is sharing the advocacies of different people, no? And their social responsibility, to be innovative, to do it with passion. And yeah, you're the best example. You're the icon here.
I want to say hello to my friends in Bilibid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And Teacher Iman?
Siguro po sa akin, magpapatuloy po ako sa pagtulong kay Kagawad.
Oo.
Kasi bilang teacher din, kailan may advokasya ka, natututunan ko lalo kasi si Kagawad, mas matanda syempre sa akin si Kagawad. Mentor ko yan. So, may mga napag-uusapan kaming mga plano, nakikita ko yun na kapag sa edad ko ba, umabot ako sa edad ni Kagawad, yun pa rin ba yung ginagawa ko? O gagawin ko pa rin po ba yun? So, yung mga ganito pong advokasya, sa tingin ko po, napapansin din pala ng ibang ng ibang mga tao.
Oo.
So, syempre, may mga nasasalihan din po akong contest na kailangan mo sumali sa outstanding teacher na ganito.
Oo.
Kasi last time, sa Metro Bank po,
Oo.
I joined hindi naman unexpected din po yun. Sa advokasya pala, kahit teacher ka, dapat mayroon kang advokasya.
Yes.
Oo.
Hindi lang dapat sa school, sa community din.
Oo.
Because that's what you want students to do
Yes.
also, di ba? You want well-rounded
Yes.
students,
Yes.
right?
Oo.
Hindi lang yung puro aral. Like when you
Pero
choose...
Kagawad Marlene, ang masasabi ko, leadership by example. So you're a true leader and people really follow you
Yes.
with whatever advocacy that you do. Because you show them that you really care and you show them na Oo, gawin natin to sabay-sabay, sama-sama, no? Oh, sa mga kasama natin na kasambahay sa ALS, ano, you agree? You agree na ano? Oh, so sana well, before we finish the show, no? That yeah, I really hope that you can serve as an inspiration, Kagawad Marlene and Teacher Iman.
Thank you.
Serve as an inspiration to the other communities out there, no? Because there's so much that we could do
Yes,
as
yes,
individuals, as a
definitely.
group, and outside of government,
Yes.
as NGOs. Marami tayong pwedeng gawin.
Yes.
Tsaka yung bang mentality na kung may advocacy ka, hindi kailangan ng malaking budget.
Oo,
Yes,
oo.
yes.
Yun ang
And
gusto kong
you
i-ano
you,
lang.
you don't have to
Yeah.
take on something
Yes.
big.
Yeah, just be innovative,
Yes,
creative,
yes,
di
yes.
ba?
Miski maliit lang.
Maliit na bagay
Something
natutulong.
small because, you know, something small.
And just plant
plus
a little
add up,
seed and
yes,
then it will just bloom.
yes.
Kasi napapansin niya ng ibang tao, so na-encourage din natin sila na tutulong din sila. So tumadami yan. Wala po yan sa halaga ng pera.
Yes,
Na ibababa.
definitely.
Oo.
Pero
Yes.
malaking halaga ng kaligayahan
Yes.
sa atin
Oo.
pag nakita natin nakapagsilbi tayo sa
Oo. It's the enthusiasm, it's the concern. It's the,
In fact, yung 'di ba when I had a call for donations of toiletries, though of course expected ko yung mga employers, yung mga residents and all that. May mga kasambahay nag-donate.
Yes.
oh, sila mismo.
Yes.
Para sa
It-
bilibid.
Para sa Bilibid. Mga kasambahay nag-donate sa Bilibid. So
Okay.
that was really valuable.
All right. So, Kagawad Marlene, if some of our viewers have found inspiration, you know, from, you know, listening to you and the sharing of your advocacies, how do they get in touch with you? Doon lang sa Barangay San Lorenzo.
Oh, my number is...
No, so,
yeah, sure.
yeah, they
It's
can Google.
0920-9498332.
Or you have a website or something?
Yes, or the barangay, Barangay San
Barangay
Lorenzo.
San Lorenzo, then your name
Yes,
will
yes.
pop out there.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, or the web. Or
Oo.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Please add
Just
me on
search
Facebook.
Kagawad Marlene po.
Kagawad Marlene po.
Okay, Kagawad Marlene
Yes,
po.
yeah.
So they can see the different activities
Yes, yes.
and
Updated
Yes,
po yun.
I really
advocacies that,
update,
yeah. All right.
Yes.
Good. Kagawad Marlene
po. Marlene. P-O.
Okay, all right. So it was such a pleasure to have you both with us this evening. And I do hope you can, maybe within the year, not next year,
Yes.
you know, within the year to give us another, you know, update on the different
with
programs.
pleasure.
Yes.
It's an honor to be invited here and a
thank you.
privilege. Yes.
Well, it's your inspiration, you know,
Thank
for
you.
others that we would like to share. And also, I guess, this is, how would I call it? What you do is, you love what you do,
Yeah.
but may I say that to God be the glory.
Yes, 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 of course.
All right. So thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you to my guests, Kagawad Marlene po and Teacher Iman. And well, I hope you enjoyed our discussion this evening. And do watch Icons and Circles every Thursdays, 9 p.m. and Fridays replay at 10 a.m. at GNN. Thank you and good night.